Hello guys, this is FortDefender and welcome back to yet another Pokemon video. Today we're going to be doing something really fun that I've been wanting to do for a while now actually. And you gotta keep in mind that these are just my opinions. I don't really have a whole lot of backing for this. But today I wanted to do what Pokemon should have been Megas. So jumping right in, I'm going to cover some of the Gen 1 Pokemon that I think should have been a Mega. It's just some of these are based on, it seems to fit really well that they should have been a Mega. And the first one on this list is Clefable, and I just think because it doesn't have a second stage evolution that it fits in perfectly here, and when Megas were introduced in Gen 6, it was given the Fairy type, so I think it would have been the perfect opportunity to give Clefable some more love and to make it a Berry Mega. Maybe even add something else special, but I think the Fairy type is very fitting. Maybe they could have added the Psychic type to it, but Pure Fairy is pretty cool. Then I also think that Golduck should have gotten a Mega of some sort and been given the Psychic type, please. It really needs the Psychic type. I don't know why it's a Pure Water type. It doesn't really fit at all with how the Pokemon is. It just seems like an oversight of some sort, but I think that it should have had a Mega, and this is partly influenced because I really liked Golduck Break, and I think that having Golduck stronger would have been really, really cool, but have it have some form of a Mega. And then also on this list, I think that Machamp always should have gotten a Mega. I don't know why in my head I always think that Mega Machamp existed. I mean, you could probably have like 8 arms or something cool like that. I mean, it did get a G-Max form, but at this point in time we're not considering that. And I just think Machamp always should have had a Mega. I don't know, it just seems to fit for me. Then another Gen 1 is Lapras. Again, Lapras got a G max form, but I think Lapras always should have had a Mega evolution. I think it just kind of got skipped over for the longest time. And it's such a cool Pokemon that I think a Mega would have been really, really awesome. I'm not really sure what they could have done with it, but it would have been really, really cool to see a Mega and have Lapras used more often. And then also the last one for Gen 1 is going to be Snorlax. I always think that Snorlax should have had a Mega of some sort. I think it could have been like a buff Snorlax. That would have been really, really cool for Mega Snorlax. But yeah, those are my Gen 1s that I think should have been Megas. As for Generation 2, I think that all the Johto starters should have had a Mega. So Feraligatr, Meganium, and Typhlosion. I just think they're underrated, so a Mega would have made them a lot cooler in the long run, and I think they really deserved it. It's weird that they kind of skipped a generation 2 and 4 for the Megas and they give it to 1 and 3, so I think that they really deserve a Mega. And then also I think that Sudowoodo would have been really cool with a Mega of some sort, make it like a bigger, stronger tree, even though it's not a tree, it's a rock type. We've already covered that in this video, but I think it would have been really cool for Sudowoodo to have a little bit more I don't know, emphasis on competitive play. Maybe make it really bulky with defense or something like that. It would have been really cool to see, especially with a sturdy. If you had a sturdy Mega, that'd be really cool. And then also I think that Slowking definitely should have got a Mega. I mean, Slowbro got a Mega, why not Slowking? I think that was one that's a very obvious one that they missed that I think should have been a Mega for sure. I don't think that one needs much explanation. And then Magcargo has kind of been ever since it came out. I think that having some like flaming shell snail would have been really cool if they would have given it a Mega to make it a lot better and a lot cooler, because the 4 times ground and water does not help it. On to Gen 3. As for Gen 3, they did give a lot of Megas out in Gen 3, but one I think that's always deserved it is Flygon. I don't know why, I feel like Flygon always should have had it, and I believe they even were planning on doing Mega Flygon at some point, but they just couldn't get it to work and they cut it. But there's been so many people out there that have made Mega Flygon like sprites and stuff to prove that fact that they could have done it, and I think that was one that's really been missed. As for Generation 4, I think that all the Sinnoh starters should have had a Mega. That would have been really cool for Torterra and Fernape and Empoleon. That would have been so cool if they could have had a Mega. I mean, again, starters should just have a Mega. They're super special already. They just should. Then also Bronzor would have been really cool if they could have done like a clock tower type design with it for a Mega. going from like a bell to like a bell with like a clock tower with a bell. That would have been really cool. And then Yanmega. Yama hasn't really been huge. Mega hasn't really been huge. Speed Boost Mega Yanmega would have been awesome, and I think it would have made a big splash in competitive if they could have pulled it off right. And I think having that 4x weakness balances out with the speed boost, so that would have been really cool to see. As for Unova, I think that all the Unova starters just following suit should have had a Mega as well. I think that would have been awesome if they would have had that as well with Emborg, Samurai, and the one I won't name, but because I don't like it. I think that they've all should have had a Mega. I also think that Crocodile with the sunglasses in the anime should have had some form of a Mega. They should have brought it back for X and Y, and it should have had some form of a Mega that was like Ash Greninja with like the bond. That would have been so cool, but just for like Ash's Crocodile, that would have been really, really cool. And then also I think that Cryogonal should have gotten a Mega. They could have had like an aura of mist or ice or something really cool around it and made it a much cooler Pokemon. I love Cryogonal, so that would have been really cool if it was better in the long run, because most people just ignore it. As for Generation 6, I think that all of the starters there should have been given official Megas. I know Greninja is kind of iffy on the Mega there. It should have had an official one. Delphox and Chestnut both should have had a Mega, because this is the generation where Megas were introduced. I definitely think they should have had one. And then the only other Pokemon that I think really deserved one in Generation 6 was Noivern. That would have been really cool to see Mega Noivern, because Noivern was such a cool Pokemon. But yeah, guys, those Pokemon are my opinions on what should have been a Mega in Pokemon. And yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I'm super interested to know. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.